Okay, guys, let's make this session as an interactive session. Okay, so that we can interact and we can share the doubts and all. It will be clear. Hope did you get it? So basically, JavaScript is nothing but see, you have all have idea about HTML, CSS, and all, right? So HTML is nothing but our human skeleton, like which is just for appearance and all. Just it's just for fun. No, it doesn't do any functionality. It's just like skeleton, like our skull, our bones, and all. So about coming to CSS is nothing but cascading style sheets. It's all about presentation. Like for a website, if just website has like black and white colors or just text or buttons, so if we add like colors and all, so it gives presentation and user experience, like looks it will give. So similarly for human being, if we add colorful dresses, or for girls especially makeup and all, like I'm just kidding, so if we all add that, so it gives appearance, presentation it gives. So that is nothing but CSS, cascading style sheets. In the name itself it defines style, so it adds style to the skeleton. Okay, coming to JavaScript, it adds functionality. So functionality is nothing but, for example, in a website, if you are going through some job application website, okay, some any suppose Google, so if you are applying for job in Google, so there will be apply job. So if you click on that, there will be a form, you will fill that form, and if you click on submit button, then the functionality total will go to the web developer or the host or the admin of the website. So
Ma'am, you're too fast, ma'am.
oh, okay, so you're not getting it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, for example, there is a site, for suppose Google site or Accenture site. So, you want to apply for a job in Google. So, you will click on a button in the website like apply job or career options. For whatever button, there will be some example. I'm just giving an example. So, if you click on that button, then there will be a form, right? You have to fill that form, like your details, your resume, your CV, etc. You will fill that and you will click on submit, right? Your whole details will be shared to the web developer or web admin or the host of the website, right? So further, there will be a functionality, the path where the details of yours reaches to the host. That is called the path. So that is the total functionality. It was done using JavaScript. I will show you today JavaScript. Okay. So hope you have understood what is JavaScript basically, right?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
just adds functionality to your website. Not only website, if you are using suppose dashboards, you are building dashboards. In dashboards, if you are using like Angular or React.js, so for that you will use TypeScript. TypeScript is also similar to JavaScript. So it is basically similar to C and all. So it gives functionality. So give me a second. So sorry guys for the disturbance. So in today JavaScript, I will just teach you the basics concepts, how to like perform arithmetic operations in JavaScript, and what are the string methods in JavaScript, and all. I will tell you how it's used. Okay. So now I will show you how to display basic date, today's date and time in your website. Okay. For that, there will be inbuilt inbuilt method in JavaScript that is called as date. Inbuilt method, inbuilt function in JavaScript. I will show you how it appears. So I will change the title to JavaScript. So, and this is all or not necessary. This is for Bootstrap. We'll clear this out. Just save it. So this is the head part. I have changed the title. So in the body part, I'm gonna write, suppose, one heading tag, H1. There are 6 types of heading tags: H1, H2, H3, H4, and H5, H6. No, so now I'm writing H1. So in H1 I will write, so I'm displaying now date, right? So heading is date, or whatever you want, you can write it here. Displaying date. Displaying today's date. Or whatever you want, you can write it here. So I have written this heading. Okay. Below the heading, I will give one button. Button you all know, right? Button, one square button, it will be there. So if you click on that, button will activate. So for that, I am giving button type is equals to button. There will be 2 types of buttons. One is submit button, one is button. So now here I am giving button on click. On click is nothing but when we click on the button. When we click on the button, what should happen? Like what functionality should happen? Further, I am giving document. I will explain you this. Dot get element by ID. I will explain this, guys. I will explain. ID, whatever ID you want, you can give it here. And next, dot now HTML. Okay, is equals to. So before that, explain you. This is the inbuilt function of JavaScript. Okay, here, close this. Button name you have to write it here, date. Okay, button name is date. Here, whatever button you want to display, you have to write that name here, date. I will explain you all these things now. So here, before that, I will write one p tag. P is nothing but paragraph tag. In p tag, I will give an ID. ID is nothing but unique one. Like for example, for human beings, our thumb impressions or our finger IDs, those all are unique, right? Or our Aadhaar cards, those are all unique things for every human being. So for this also, ID is nothing but unique thing. So for this P, this is ID. For this H1, there will be another ID if you give. So for this, I am giving some demo. ID name as demo. Okay, this is unique. ID is unique. Only once it can be used. So here now I will see here document. Document is nothing but the whole document, whatever you are writing. So document dot get element by ID. So we are getting the element. Which element we are getting? P element here. Get element. So here P or H1, whatever element you want, you can get it here. So I'm getting here P element. How you can know it is P element? So get element by ID. By ID we are getting this element. So here ID is nothing but demo. Here I will write demo. So get element by ID. Here demo. So suppose there is another P. For this ID is equals to some whatever you want, you can give ID, or whatever name you want, you can give for ID. So here get element by ID, just I will leave it get element by ID. So it doesn't know which element it has to take. It has to take H1, it has to take P or this P. So for that we have to give ID. ID will be unique for everything. So here demo I have given. So it will get this whole button will get when we click on this button on click. When we click on this button, it will get this P element. This P element will be displayed in the screen like P demo. In whatever here we have written, suppose ABC, I have written ABC. So ABC will be displayed in the screen. But when we click on this button, demo, ABC will be displayed and dot inner HTML. We use dot inner HTML because we want to change this P. Did you get it? First of all, we are getting this element. Which element? Get element by ID. On click. When we click on that button, which we are displaying, we are getting this element, P element, by ID. Using which ID? Demo. Demo is our ID. So we are, by using this ID, we are getting this P element. Not inner HTML. We are changing this P element. Initially, P element is ABC, right? ABC we are displaying. But we are changing this P element to date. Instead of displaying ABC, it changes to date. This current date, today's current date will be displayed. This is the method. For method of our functions, we will write this open and closed brackets. This is the inbuilt JavaScript method. It automatically displays date and time of today's. I will show you. We'll get an idea. We'll run this. See here, initially this P element has been displayed ABC. This P has been displayed ABC. Did you get it? Another P also I will write. This is second P. I will write second P. Okay. This is second P. This is ABC. First ABC has been displayed. Second P has been displayed. This is the button. Button name is date, right? Date. Here date has been displayed. Button name. But when we click on this button, on click, what has to be happen? This P has to be changed. In our HTML, we use inner HTML thing. To change this ABC to whatever we give here, it will change us to that. So if we change the date, see, today's date has been displayed. We have to change it. When we click on this button, we are getting this element, P element, and we are changing that P element, that is inner HTML, to date. Today's date. It has been displayed, right? Did you see it? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
So, since it's clear, now I will explain you how to perform arithmetic operations and how to use functions in JavaScript. Okay. See, now I will show you how to use functions first initially. I will clear this a lot. Here.
Ma'am, could you show the previous slide once again?
Yep. Should I explain it again?
No, ma'am, I just want to see that code.
Okay. When you are done, just intimate me so that I can go to another topic.
Okay, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, guys, thank you. So now we are moving to functions in JavaScript. Okay, I will clear all this out. Okay, so initially I will write one H1 tag, heading tag. We need all heading tags, right, for the user to understand. So for this heading tag, I will write, suppose, displaying again today's date. Okay, here we have written the heading. So in heading again I will write one button. Similarly, okay, button type is equals to again button. When we click on this button, on click, it has to call one function. My function I will write. I will explain you this again. Okay, button name we can write whatever we want. I will write here click me. Okay. Whatever name you want, you can write. I will give one more ID here, P. For P, I will give one ID. ID is equals to, again I will give demo. In previous example, we have given directly this demo here. On click, get element by ID. We used get element by ID here directly, and we have changed the dot inner HTML. We have changed this to date, right? But now we are doing it in function. So whenever you write function, you have to use script tag. There will be a script tag in JavaScript. Inside this only you have to write functions. Okay, whatever JavaScript you want, you have to perform in the script tag only. So function, you have to write function. Function name. Function name is here. They have already declared. So our function name is what? My function. Whatever function you want, you can give. Whatever name you want, you can give. For functions and for methods, you have to give this open bracket and close bracket. I have told you, right? So inside this function, whatever you want, you have to write in your flower brackets. These flower brackets, okay? Inside this, I'm writing here document dot get element by ID. I'm getting element first here in this function. Which ID? This P ID I will get. Demo. Okay? We're getting element dot in our HTML. I'm changing this P to, suppose I will change this to hello world. Okay? I've changed this to hello world. Initially this P will be, so suppose Sushma, for example. Okay? Here first P is Sushma, but when we click on this button, first ID is Sushma. So have given this function here. So by this, using this ID, we are changing this ID into inner HTML to hello world. So we are changing this ID to hello world. But when it will appear in our screen, when we click on this button, this function will be called. My function will be called. And here in this function, we are changing this. We are getting this element P, and we are changing this in a HTML. This thing to Sushma to hello world. In previous example, you have changed to demo, right? Sorry, data. So here we are changing to hello world. So when we click on this function, it happens. Did you get it? Should I explain again? Guys, did you get it? Should I explain it again?
No, that's good.
Okay. So I will save it now. I will show you the output. See here. Initially, RP text is Sushma, right? But when we click on this button, Sushma will be changed to what it will be changed. Sushma will be changed to hello world, right? See, did it happen? Well, this function will be called. When we click on this button, this function will be called, and this inner HTML, this Sushma will be changed to hello world. Here, see. This is the usage of functions in JavaScript. Hope it's clear. Now I will show you how to perform arithmetic operations in JavaScript. I will clear this function all. Just leave this script. And I will clear this button also. Here I will give arithmetic operations. ID here I will give first Sushma. This is JavaScript. Whatever you want, you can give ID here. Inside the script tag, I will initialize variable first. In C, we will initialize variables like in C language, int, string, char, float, double, and all we will give, right? But here, directly we can use let or var. We will give directly let, whatever it is, whether it is integer, whether it is string, whatever you want, you can just give it let. X, y, z. I will give three variables. I will initialize three variables. To use these variables in our thing, we have to initialize first. We have to initialize, okay? I have initialized let X, Y, and Z. Okay, inside this, I will give X is equals to some 5. Okay, I am giving the values. X, Y is equals to some 6. And Z is equals to X plus Y. I am performing here arithmetic operation of plus, addition operation. First, I have initialized 3 variables, have given the values for 3 variables. X is equals to 5, Y is equals to 6, and Z is equals to X plus Y. So here Z value is X plus Y is 11, right? 5 plus 6 is 11. So Z value is 11. But to display that in our website, we have to give document dot get element by ID. We have to give one tag, right? One P tag or one H tag to display this value. So we are getting document dot get element by ID. Which ID we are giving? We will take this P. Okay, directly demo. This thing, this P. We are taking demo dot in our HTML is equals to we have to display Z, right? So here I will give Z value is, and here again plus. We have to concatenate Z value here. For this expression, we are concatenating. Concatenating means we are adding the Z value. Z value is plus Z plus, again you can give whatever you want. Or else Z is enough. Or else you can give any text again. So here I will save this. You can see. Here you can see, right? Z value is 11. Initially our P value is, this is JavaScript. But we have changed this P value to inner HTML to Z value is plus Z. So Z value is plus Z is concatenating 11. 5 plus 6 is 11, right? It has been done. And give space by using space here. Or else I will perform some, here I will give some 15. Here I will give minus X minus Y. 9. Or multiply. For star you can give for multiplication. So 90. And for division here we can give x by 23. So whatever operations you want, you can perform here. Not only arithmetic operations, whatever operations you want, you can perform it here. Like mathematics and all, you can display using this thing. So hope it's clear. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we will move on to string methods in JavaScript. I will clear all these things now. So here basically we need for string methods, we need one heading. So here I will give some string methods in JavaScript. Okay. This is a heading for our website. And down to that, I will give one p tag to display our value. We have to have one tag, right? So for this ID also we'll give one demo. Save this now. So here down to this I'll give one script tag. So whatever JavaScript we have to perform, we have to write it in JavaScript script tags only. This is the script opening tag and closing tag. Inside this I'll write var. I have told you, right? Yeah, for initializing any variable we have to use let or var in JavaScript. Here I am using var. Var any variable, var a is equals to or var str is equals to. Whatever you want you can give. I will give here var str. It will be meaningful. So str is equals to, I will give some good morning. Okay, I'm giving one variable. For that value I'm giving good morning. In previous example we have given x. For x we have given 5. Similarly for here we are giving good morning. So down to that var, again we are declaring one more variable, length. For length, finding length, len is equals to str. Str is nothing but this one, this good morning str. Str dot length. Dot length is nothing but string method. Length dot length. In JavaScript it's string method. Okay, dot length. Then it gives the length of this good morning. So here we can see document dot write. Document dot write of len. Okay, we have to print the length, right? Var length. Length is nothing but string dot length, str dot length. This whole length will be stored in len. So we have to display that len. Write is nothing but in C we will write printf, right? In JavaScript we will write, in Java we will write system.out.println. In cout we will in C++ we will write cout, right? So similarly in JavaScript we will write document.write. Write len also we will use, write len to display next line. Just write for displaying the letter in whatever we want to get. Here, so it's showing 12. Let's count. Good morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, our letters are here clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 11. But it's showing 12. Why? Anyone can tell me? Why? Length is 12. Why? But the letters are 11 only, right? But it's showing the length is 12.
Space, ma'am.
Space also calculated.
Yes. This space is also calculated as one variable or one string, like one alphabet. So it's showing 12. So this is one of the string method, length string method in JavaScript. Now we will move on to another string method. I will clear this now out. So var length string dot length, right? Here I will remove this str dot. I will show you now. Index of is also one string method in JavaScript. Index of what? Index of I want morning. Index position of morning I want. Okay. Document dot write length. Index position will be stored in length, and we are displaying this length. So here see, index position is 5. Is it right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is morning. Index position of morning is 5, right? Here we can see 5. This is index of. Then next string method. We will convert this into. We'll clear this all out first. Okay. Here I will write M in capital letter and G is also in capital letter. Okay. Save this. We will convert this whole string into small letter dot lowercase to lowercase. Okay. This whole string will be converted into lowercase. You can see good morning. They are given G as capital, M as capital, but it has converted into small letters because we are converting into lowercase. We can convert it even into uppercase also. To uppercase. See, good morning. It has been converted this whole string into uppercase. So now, next we will see how to replace the string. Okay. Replace of which one we want to replace? Good. I will replace good. I will say change here because JavaScript is case sensitive, guys. Here good to I will change this good to high. Okay. Good to high. First, which one we want to replace? We have to write it here. It is good. I'm writing. I'm changing good to high. Okay. Save this. See high morning. Good has been replaced with high. Here. Or else I can even change morning. See. Good high. Morning has been replaced with high. Here. Now we will find caret. Caret is nothing but character at positions. Okay. str dot char at for suppose 2 caret 2. Okay. I will save this. See. Oh. Character at 2 second position. Oh, it's O, right? Character at 2. It's O. See, it has been displayed O. It's nothing but caret and slice. Slice of some random number you can give. 6, 11. 6, 11. See here. Orning. 6 is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has been sliced up to here. And 6th position is O. 7th position. Up to 6 it has been sliced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has been displayed up to here. 6 plus 5, 11. See. Orning. Clear slice? Guys, any doubts?
No doubts.
Next, substring. Substring is also similar to slice. See, but we have to give only one number here. Say 6 and we will. Okay? And see, orning. Up to 6 position it has been deleted. And orning it has been displayed. Only one number you have to give. Up to that it will delete. And from next it will display. So now finally I will show you concatenation. Okay. Further, I will clear this all out. Here I will give two strings you have to take. For concatenation means adding. I have explained in previous example, right? For Z, we are adding Z here. So here also var str2, string 2. Whatever variable you want, you can give. Good morning, everyone, I will take. Okay. Here, document.write. ln we shouldn't take here because ln is not any variable here. String 1 and string 2, right? str1, string 1 is nothing but good morning. String 1 dot concat is our JavaScript method. Concat of str2. String 2 is nothing but everyone. So we are adding string 1 plus concat is nothing but adding dot concat is method of string 2, everyone. See here, I will save it. You can see. Good morning, everyone. Clear? If you want space, you can give it here. Good morning, everyone. This is the use of concatenation is nothing but adding one string to another string, or else adding one value to another, whatever it is. So hope it's clear. These are all the string methods in JavaScript. Main string methods we use these. So now I will show you comments. Comments are used in JavaScript. Like for example, there is a website. I'm working in some XYZ company and they have given me one project. That is one website I have to build for that company, so for that XYZ company. So I have built the website and I have left the company. So some X person will replace my place and he has to work, like he has to work on the changes on the website. Okay, yeah, he's working. Suppose logo changes or whatever it is, he's working. He doesn't understand my code because wherever what I have written and all, he doesn't understand. For that purpose, we will use comments, or else for some code if we are not using now, but we will use later. So for that purpose also we use comments. Okay, so comments are the basic and major, like it's good practice if you use. So here I will use this H1 I will comment. Okay. See, I've commented. This is the comment. For multi-line comments also we can use. These are the multi-line comments. There will be single line comment and multi-line comments in JavaScript. Hope it's clear comments. The shortcut keys in Mac you can just use command and question mark, or in Windows or Ubuntu you can use control and question mark. Both simultaneously you have to use, then it works. Comments are the most important things in JavaScript. Hope these are all clear. Any doubts, guys?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you have to practice these so that you can know like how to use these all things and all. So now I will show you one more thing, that is nothing but no script tag. I will clear all this out first, and here there will be no script tag. This is the main thing. Like our website, our code will not support all the browsers. For suppose Internet Explorer will not support most of the tags in HTML or JavaScript. Most of the tags it won't allow. Only Firefox and Chrome will allow all the tags. Many browsers it will not allow. Okay, Safari also will allow, but many of the browsers it will not allow. For that we have to use no script tag and your browser doesn't support JavaScript or whatever language it is. If you write this tag, then for suppose if your browser doesn't support this whole website, then it displays this tag, no script tag. You can write all the tags, whatever you want, you can write all the things. I will show you. So these all you will write here. Down to this you will write this tag, so that this whole thing will not work in all the browsers, right? So then it displays this tag. For the safety purpose, you have to write this thing. Like when you are developing major websites, it's a good practice to write this tag. Hope it's clear. So I will share you the task with the team, with the Learnaway team, task. Okay. Okay, guys.